Well, thank you very much, Tom. I was saying earlier, Tom and I are like-minded conservatives, and they put us together at the end of the hall, and everybody else was afraid to come down that way. I don't really know why that is. But it was certainly an honor to get to know Tom and to stand with him to fight for the principles and the values that we both believe in. I think I recall, Tom, you and I were both kicked off of a very important committee because of that vote against the largest tax increase in the history of the state of Ohio, and I know Tom does as well as I do, carry that with a badge of honor because we stood for our principles and we stood for the constituents who voted to put us where we are. It is an honor to be here tonight with so many friends, and first let me say thank you for continuing to believe in and stand up for our fundamental conservative values. And thank you for your support when I ran for state auditor in 2006. I'm going to need every one of those votes again in 2010, and I know I can count on the conservative Republicans to be there for me, so thank you. Tonight I'm thrilled to join one of our conservative Ohio heroes, John Kasick, in hearing his important message at the very time when his budget expertise and his fiscal conservatism are needed most. This month I have been privileged to speak to so many Republicans across Ohio. It's that time of year when we honor our first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln. But as I sit in those Lincoln Day dinners, I can't help but leave my mind on, can't take my mind off of our current president, a man who is also from Illinois, by way of Hawaii, Indonesia, and Harvard. A man who campaigned on a promise of change. But it's obvious that his idea of change and our idea of change are very different. The only change I've seen so far is how he's told us to believe that government is the answer to our economic problems. Well, we had another president who understood just how upside down that thinking is. Ronald Reagan made that very clear in his first inaugural address 28 years ago. President Reagan said, "In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem, government is the problem." Compare that to what Barack Obama said at a speech in Virginia just 2 weeks before his inauguration. Obama said, "At this particular moment, only government can provide the short-term boost necessary to lift us out of a recession this deep and severe." Again this month, trying to sell his near $1 trillion spending bill, he said that same thing repeatedly. What has changed, to use those words again, about the American spirit since Ronald Reagan's time? What has changed to create such a polar opposite view of government? I don't know about the rest of America, but I still hold to our fundamental conservative belief in hard work and individual effort without government interference or handouts. I still believe in the ingenuity of the American spirit, and I know if government gets out of our way, we will solve this problem. Higher taxes and fees, short-term fixes, and funny money bailouts are not the answers to our problems. They never will, and they never will be. It is a special honor to hear tonight from a conservative leader who understands all of that and has demonstrated his understanding and commitment to conservative principles time and again. In the Ohio legislature, in Congress, in the national media, he has shown that he knows how to balance a budget. He did that for America as chairman of the House Finance Committee, and I know he is ready and able to do that for Ohio. Please join me as we welcome Congressman, present-day Fox News host, and lifelong conservative, John Kasick.